Hello everybody, this is Bronislava for HandMadeRukodelky. You don't see my face today because I have a bad hair day. Actually, I have 3 yarns over here and I have 3 types of needles. Okay, we will be making one hat with the same pattern, but one is going to be knitted on double pointed needles, one on straight needles, one on circular needles, and each of them is going to be also knitted with a different yarn. This one is thinnest, this one is like in the middle, and this one looks really thickest yarn. All right, and this pattern is going to be free, and again, links are gonna be below the video in the show more description section. In this video, I will be using a little thinner yarn, although it still is number 4 weight, which is worsted weight, but it's a little thinner than the other 2 that I've been using in my 2 previous videos. And again, I will cast on 54 stitches. Of course, we need to go and do ribbing, which is knit 1 and purl 1. Okay, knit 1. Oops, I need to move my yarn back. As usual, I forget to move it back because I am used to knitting continental style. Okay, so and back and knit stitch. I have to remind myself all the time, and forward and purl stitch. All right, and let's do it in continental style now. So what you will do basically now is knit and purl 8 rows. Okay, and we will do knit and purl, and it's going to be back and forth. So you will basically repeat this row 8 times total, including this row. Now that I knitted my 8 rows of ribbing, I should knit 3 rows before I start my pattern over here, which I did on this hat and I did also on this hat. But because we need to start working on the pattern on the right side, we will need to knit 4 rows instead. So I will knit all the stitches in a knit stitch, then on the way back I will purl all the stitches, then I will knit again, and then I will purl back, and then we will start our pattern. Okay, so this is our 9th row, and we will knit entire row. Okay, just knit. And this is for the people who like to knit English style. Okay, just knit to the end, knit all the stitches. Now we will purl entire row. Okay, and then row 11 we will knit entire row, and row 12 we will purl entire row. Okay, so do these 4 rows, and then we will start working on our heart pattern. Okay, I forgot to tell you that in last purl row, over here I was purling, which was 12th row, you should have put every 9 stitches a marker. So I will be doing it now as I am knitting my pattern. Okay, So the very first section is going to be knitted like this, and then that section is going to be repeated, and we will make 6 sections. Okay, so we will knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will purl 1. Okay, now we will knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will put marker. Let me do it in English style. Okay, so we will knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will purl 1, so yarn forward. Okay, yarn back after the purl stitch, and we will knit 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we will put marker. Okay, and now we will repeat again. We will knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will purl 1, and we will knit 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put marker. Okay, finish to the end exactly the same way like we did these 3. You need to do 3 more. 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually at least last 3 stitches or 4 stitches I make really tight, because this side always gets kind of loose. Okay, and then when I turn around and I have to knit on the wrong side, what I do is, again, I will go and make these first stitches very tight, and then I will go and basically start knitting in a regular way. So this was our 13th row, okay, where we did knit stitches, 4 knit, 1 purl, and 4 knit stitches in each section, okay, in each repeat. And over here it's going to be just the opposite. It's going to be 4 purl, 1 knit, 4 purl. Okay, so we will purl 4 stitches and tighten it up again, the first few stitches. 1, 2 purl, 3 purl, 4 purl. Now we need to do knit stitch, knit, and 4 purl. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see I'm not really making this tight anymore, just the first few stitches on the wrong side and the last few stitches on the right side. Okay, so repeat this 14th row exactly the same way. 4 purl stitches, 1 knit stitch, 4 purl stitches. Okay, this is our 15th row, and we will knit 3, purl 3, and knit 3. Okay, so we will knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we will purl 3, purl, 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 and we will knit 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it in English style. So we will knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn in the front, and we will purl 3. 1, 2, 3. And now yarn back, and we will knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and do it all the way to the end. I'm at the end of my row, and I'm making these very tight. I'm pulling on this yarn real tight. Okay, so I have these 3 stitches or 4 stitches really tight. Over here it's going to be opposite. It's going to be 3 purl, 3 knit, 3 purl. Okay, and what I mean by opposite is opposite of what we were doing on the front, on the right side. Okay, and again I am tightening up very first stitches, so 3 purl and tight, and a purl. Now 3 knit, 1, 2, 3, and now I'm like, you know, not doing tight stitches anymore, and I have to do 3 purls. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and again 3 purl, 1, 2, 3, and 1, that's knit, 1, 2, and 3, and 3 purl. 1, 2, 3. So in each section in this row it's 3 purl, 3 knit, 3 purl. And we are in row 17, and this is going to be knit 2, 1 and 2, and now we will purl 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and knit 2, 1, 2. Okay, and again in English style we will knit 2, 1, 2. Now we need to purl 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on 1 second, one more time. Okay, so we did 5 purl stitches and knit 2, 1 and 2. Okay, repeat all the way to the end. And on the wrong side it's going to be the opposite what we were doing on the right side, which will be the knit stitches will be purl stitches. Okay, so we will do 2 purl, purl and purl, 5 knit stitches instead of 5 purl, right? So 5 knit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again 2 purl, 1, 2. And I think that you understand, you know, that I really don't have to show it to you in English style anymore. And we will do again 2 purl, 1 and 2, and then 5 knit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 knit stitches. Okay, and again 2 purl, and we will repeat it 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. And now we are in 19th row, and we will do knit 1, okay, and purl 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and purl 1. Okay, repeat, knit 1, purl 7, knit 1. Okay, so 1, that's knit. Now purl 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knit 1, and 4 more times. And now we will do just the opposite. In the 20th row, we will do just the opposite of what we were doing in here, which means instead of knit stitch, we will have purl stitch. Instead of these purl stitches, we will have knit stitches over here. And you can see that, you see? So we will have 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl. Okay, and then again, purl, 1 purl, 7 knit, 1 purl. Okay, so do that 6 times, and then we will go and knit. And I'm tightening up. I'm working on my wrong side, and I'm tightening up my first 3 stitches. Okay, so that was purl, and now knit, 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 and now I'm starting to, work in a really regular way that I usually knit. Okay, I'm not tightening up these stitches after the first 3 stitches. Okay, so we're working on 20th row, and this is supposed to be purl stitch. All right, and now 1 purl, 7 knit, and I will see you when we are knitting our 21st row. In this row, we will knit 1, we will purl 3, 1, 2, 3, we will knit 1 again, we will purl 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and we will knit 1. Okay, now we will knit 1, purl 3, 1, 2, 3, knit 1, purl 3, 1, 2, 3, and knit 1. Okay, and we have to repeat that 4 more times. Now on the wrong side in this row, we will do just the opposite again. Okay, we will purl 1, knit 3, purl 1, knit 3, purl 1, and we will repeat that section 5 more times after that. Altogether 6 repeats. Okay, so we will purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl 1. And again, purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 1, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 1. Okay, all the way to the end. We will do this way. We will knit 2, 1, 2. We will purl 1, purl 1. Now we will knit 3, 1, 2, 3. We will purl 1, and we will knit 2, 1, 2. And let me repeat this again. Okay, we will knit 2, 1, 2. We will purl 1, 1. We will knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and we will purl 1, and lastly we will knit 2, 1, 2. Okay, and repeat it 4 more times. So I'm finished with my row, and now what we will do is we will purl entire row. Okay, just purl. And again, I will tighten up my first. We're working on the wrong side, so I will tighten up my first 3 or 4 stitches, and now I'm gonna start working with the regular tension. Okay, and I will knit, and I can go and actually take my markers out. We don't need them anymore. Okay, and we will purl entire row. We will knit a row 25, so all knit stitches. Okay, only knit stitches, and then row 26 is gonna be purl. I knitted my 25th row. This is 26th row, and we will purl entire row. Okay, okay, in this row we will start decreasing, and we will repeat each decrease total 9 times. Okay, so we will knit 4 stitches, knit, 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 and then we will knit 2 together, and then we will repeat that after this 8 more times. Okay, so we will knit, 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 and knit. That's 4, and we will knit 2 together. So we will knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and knit 2 together. Okay, oops, cannot wrap it around, and again knit 4 and knit 2 together. 2, 3, 4. Do that all the way to the end. Turn around and purl entire row. Okay, just purl entire row. Okay, in this row we will knit 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then we will do knit 2 together. Okay, knit 2 together. Okay, and again 3 stitches. Let me show it to you in English style, I mean in continental style. Knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and knit 2 together. Okay, do that all the way to the end. Knit 3, knit 2 together. My last stitches. Okay, and then I turn around, make them really nice and tight, turn around and purl entire row. In this row we will just purl back, and again I tighten up first few stitches, and now I'm going to start working with my regular tension. Now we will knit 2, 1, 2, and then we will knit 2 together. Okay, and we will repeat it again. Knit 2, 1, 2, and knit 2 together. Repeat it all the way to the end. 1, 2, 2 together. Now again we will purl entire row, and again we will tighten up first few stitches and then start knitting, or purling rather, in a regular tension, and do that all the way to the end. This is our last decrease, okay, and in our last decrease we will knit 1 and then knit 2 together. Knit 1 and knit 2 together. Very good. So we're finished with our decreases, and now we need to take our string and pull it through all these stitches from here to there. And you can do 2 stitches at a time if you want to, or many. So let me go and show you first with 2 stitches. Okay. So you put a hook in there, and then you go and take the yarn, put it on a hook, and you pull it through these 2 stitches. Okay, and then you put more stitches in here. You can do 2 again if you want. Okay, don't drop these stitches from the needle, and you pull it through that again, and I usually do many stitches. Okay, here is my loop. I will put it on my hook, and I will pull it through all these stitches. Okay, and we will tighten up. Pull it and tighten up. Okay, keep it on a hook, don't let go. And now you can go and put, so this is our right side, okay, this is our wrong side. So what we will do is, however, you can make this right side if you want, because you have a different heart, different way. So you choose what you want your hat to be, right side. If this one with heart that is made with knit stitches, or this one where the heart is made with purl stitches. You go and make your own decision, okay? Either way, you will go and fold the hat, okay, and match up these sides, and I will crochet these sides with the crochet hook. But if you want to sew it, you would cut this yarn off and put a yarn needle on, and you would sew it. But I will crochet it together. Okay. So now I have to look. So this is my stitch that is pulled through, and this is my stitch. So the one right below it, we need to go with a hook into, and the same thing over here, okay? So we will go into this stitch, and we will go into this stitch, and we will crochet them together. Okay, now don't make it too tight, okay? Make it loose. And you can see that there is this little bump and a long one, bump and a long one, bump and a long one. So I go usually through those long ones, okay? I go through the long ones, I match them up, okay? And then I pull yarn through and pull yarn through. It's kind of like a slip stitch, okay, with the hook. And again, long one, so I skip the bumpy one, long one, skip bumpy one, and go into the long one, and I crochet it. And you see that I'm making these longer, these stitches longer, I'm not making them tight because it would be bunched this way. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, so make it loose actually. Okay, so let me continue and show you at the end how it looks. Also, what I wanted to mention is that one side always looks a little bit longer. Don't worry about it, okay? Just match up your long stitches. Okay, and let's go and connect these ends over here together, this one and this one. And here is your seam. This is how the seam looks like when you crochet it together, okay? It's not really bad. It's almost invisible. Okay, now I will tie these two yarns together and then I will weave the ends into the crocheted seam. And here you have it. So here you have a seam. It looks pretty good, right? So here is a hat for newborn baby. I want to say thank you very much to all of you that watch my videos. Thank you, and don't forget to share my videos, and I will see you another time.